Hi, my name is Jenna Dunn and I'm from Armando Cerna Elementary. My project is if you need the 3 elements to make fire. The 3 elements are oxygen, fuel, and heat. Right here I have cornstarch on a plate, but when I add fire, it does not burn. But when I add cornstarch in here and I blow it, it makes fire. My hypothesis was correct. You do need the 3 elements to make fire. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Humberto Echevarria from Armando Cerna Elementary, and my project is how can baking soda and vinegar inflate a balloon? And my hypothesis was correct. The baking soda and vinegar makes a chemical reaction that produces carbon dioxide, which inflates the balloon. Thank you, Armando.
Hi, my name is Garza, and I'm from Armando Cerna Elementary. And today I will present my project, my science fair project. If I point this laser to the cup of water, it would spread inside. But my question was, will the light bounce off the mirror and spread in the water? If I try it, it will. But sorry if my mirror just broke. Well, then my hypothesis was right. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Isabella Rivera, and for my science fair project today, I made crystals. My hypothesis was many crystals will form when the solution cools down to the right temperature. Many crystals will form because there's too much borax and very little water to hold the borax. And my results came out to be, I monitored the crystals until 10 o'clock p.m. Slowly the crystals kept forming and forming. Obviously, I couldn't count all the crystals on the pipe cleaners, but there was a lot. There came a time when all the crystals on all the designs stopped forming. I was unaware of the time the crystals stopped forming. Here are some of the crystals I made. One is single colored and one is double colored. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ramon, and I am doing my project on static electricity. My hypothesis is if you rub a balloon on top of my head, I think it will produce static electricity. And my results are, after attempting once, I was able to see that the balloon being rubbed on my hair had indeed produced static electricity. And this is me producing static electricity. Thank you very much. This is my project.
Hi, my name is Jesus Villarreal, and I have a project about if magnets are stronger or weaker than an electromagnet. So my hypothesis was that I think the electromagnet is stronger because to me electricity looks stronger than regular magnets. And in my results, it turns out that the regular magnet is stronger than the electromagnet, because the electromagnet, I had to touch the magnetic thing, and the regular magnet, it was just half an inch for the magnetic field to act. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Hernandez Montañez, and my project is on fantastic film. My hypothesis is
I think with these ingredients there would be a chemical reaction throughout the state of matter. My results were that, well, let's start with my question. My question is, what will happen when you mix hydrogen peroxide, dry yeast, warm water, and dish soap? Will it make a reaction and combustion mix together? My results were that the 6% hydrogen peroxide works best, then the 3%. It'll make the reaction work faster.
Hi, my name is Joey, and I'm doing a project of which electricity travels faster. My hypothesis is that I think the electrical car will be faster than the mechanical car. If an object is powered by electricity, it will have more force than an object that it is pushed. Mechanical energy happens when an object is forced to move by something, so it seems to be pushed. When my result was when both cars were released to travel, the mechanical car went faster than the electrical car. Thank you.
My name is Rodriguez. My project is chemical change. My hypothesis is if you combine vinegar and baking soda into a balloon, the chemical changes will inflate the balloon. In the conclusion, when the baking soda and the balloon mix, it produces a gas that makes the balloon inflate. Just like that.
Say thank you.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Hi, my name is Christian Trevino, and I'm gonna show you my project about density. My hypothesis, I think the egg does not flow in the regular water, and the egg will flow in the salt water. As salt is added to the water, it has more mass but occupies the same amount of space, which makes the water more dense. The egg density stays the same. When the water density becomes more, then the egg begins to float.
Try not to give the back to the camera, please. There you go.
And my conclusion was correct. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Graciela Perez, and I'm here to show you which object has the most density. My hypothesis was that the penny will have the most density because it has a higher mass and will sink in all tested liquids. My conclusion was that the red paperclip, the metal paperclip, and penny were the most objects with the most density. My hypothesis was partially correct. We needed to add denser liquids than syrup to verify if the penny is denser than the paper clips. Thank you. My name is Gracie Perez. Bye.
Hello, my name is Carla Robinson, and I will be doing mixtures and solutions. My hypothesis is I personally think that you cannot take these three things apart: eggs, oil, corn oil, and water, and butter. So my conclusion is if I will be able to remove the eggs away from the cake batter once it's mixed. My results will be I think that the solution I don't think you can take it apart. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Hector Gomez and my project is about closed circuits. My hypothesis is if I connect the wires to the load and the light bulb, it will produce light energy. My conclusion is if I would improve it by adding more helpful things and by changing my mistakes. If it is incorrect, it's because I connected the tools wrong and it does not produce light energy. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Magali Garza and this is my homework friction. My hypothesis was that I thought it was going to be easy. My conclusion was I learned that overlapping the pages from each book created a force called friction. And the more pages, the harder it was to pull away from each other. Bye.
Hello, my name is Luis Andate. Today in my science fair project, we were talking about density. In my hypothesis, I believe that fruits will float and veggies will sink because fruits have less density. My conclusion was, my hypothesis was wrong because actually some veggies can't float because they have less density. Thank you.
Hola, mi nombre es Adriana y soy de Armando Cerna. Yo hice un experimento de energía. Mi hipótesis era que una batería podía formar energía mecánica y luego energía de luz. Mi conclusión fue que sí puede generar energía de luz.
Hi, my name is Camila Mondemar and I am a 5th grader at Armando Cerna Elementary. My hypothesis is that can a 9-volt battery turn on a 12-volt light bulb? And my hypothesis was correct. A 9-volt battery can turn on a 12-volt light bulb. And it kind of turns on. There. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Mia Solorzano. I'm in the 5th grade and I go to Armando Cerna. For my science project, I did which materials block radio waves, and my hypothesis is I think the aluminum and plastic is going to block the radio waves. I think the aluminum is going to interfere with the radio waves. And I think the plastic is going to interfere with the radio waves too. My conclusion is only one of the 6 materials interfered with the radio waves. It was correct in regards to aluminum, but incorrect with plastic. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jose Durana. My project is on rice friction, and my hypothesis was that I think that rice has no friction. My conclusion was my hypothesis was incorrect because the bottle with the tightly packed rice did have rice friction because of volume and density.
Hello, my name is Alyssa Perales and my project is on what is a good conductor. My hypothesis was I think that a key will be a good conductor because it's made out of metal. And my conclusion was it didn't work because the key, it was metal, but it didn't work at all, so I don't know, but yeah, that's all, and then bye. Hi, my name is Luis Mauricio, and I'm in the 5th grade. This is my project on circuits, on closed circuits. This is my hypothesis. I think if I close the circuit, the light will turn on. And on my conclusion, everything worked out as planned, and here is my project. Thank you.
My name is Mozzarella Rodriguez and I am in the 5th grade. I will be presenting the simple circuit project, and my hypothesis is that the simple circuit works because of the metal wire and it carries out energy through the negative side and goes to the light bulb to the plus side. And my conclusion is that circuit needs conductors so the energy can flow by. And that's it.
Hi, my name is Osvaldo, and I'm gonna talk about solutions. And my hypothesis is, I think that the sand solution will be a supersaturated, and the Kool-Aid solution and the sugar will be unsaturated. And my conclusion is my answer was incorrect. The Kool-Aid is unsaturated and the sugar is saturated.
My name is Audrey Falcon and my project is about force and friction. My hypothesis was that which surface will slip is the easiest, and my hypothesis was correct. The glass was a slippery surface, so it was the easiest one to use less force and friction. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Emily Torres and my project is about circuits, and my question is, will a toilet paper roll be a good source for a flashlight? And my conclusion was correct. It will. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Billy Harrison and this is my project. And what it's based on is, can you do more than one thing using one circuit? And I tried it out and it worked well, but the nail didn't work. But my hypothesis was, I think the light and electromagnet would work. And my results for it was, my results were, it worked well, the light bulb worked well, but the electromagnet didn't work. My conclusion was, my conclusion was correct for my result, my hypothesis, because it did work it did do more than one thing, but the electromagnet, the nail, didn't really work as a magnet. So everything was correct, but the nail. Thank you. And this is my project.
Hello, my name is Steven Velasquez and I am presenting magnetism. My question is, do magnets attract all metal objects? My hypothesis, magnets attract all metal things. Keywords and research. Magnet, piece of iron that gives off an external magnetic field. A solid material that is typical, hard, shiny, fusible, ductile with good electrical and thermal conductivity. Attract to pull toward. Some kinds of metals I've been experimenting on. Gold, silver, brass, aluminum, iron, copper, steel, mercury, and lead. I made a graph of what metals attract to magnets and do not. Does attract scissors, thumbtack, nail, screw, spoon, and paper clip. That does not watch, golden ring, aluminum, cone, can, and bracelet, coins, pen, and key. I made my graph. What kind of things do magnets attract? The silver bracelet does not attract. Nail attracts. Coins, no. Spoon, yes. Thumbtacks, yes. Key, no. Gold ring, no. Scissors, yes. Metal, yes. Flashlight, yes. Watch, metal, no. Flashlight, no. Watch, no. Paperclip, yes. And pen. My conclusion, magnets only attract metal objects made of iron or steel. And this is my experiment. I have a flashlight, 2 magnets, a spoon, perfume, most likely aluminum can of metal, flashlight, scissors, copper, what we use for the sinks, I don't know what it's called, and that's it, and coins. This does not attract because it's not either made of iron or steel. Yeah, and spoon will attract because it's either made of iron or steel. This is a metal. I think it's made of a type of aluminum. It will not attract. A flashlight. Well, I think I already presented that. A pole? No. A screw? Yes. Paper clip? No.
We have 1 minute left, so go ahead and read your conclusion, please.
I already read it, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
Scissors? Yes. Bracelet? No. Coins? They're made of copper. They will not attract. Key? It's made of aluminum or copper. Nail? Yes. Bracelet? Made of steel. Paperclip? Yes. Thumbtack? Yes. Perfume? Well, aluminum can. And what I learned is that magnets will repel when the south and north is facing, but when north and when the both poles are exactly the same, they will attract to each other. But when it's different, south and north will repel. That's it. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Xavier Rodriguez, and this is my project. It's about an electrical circuit. My hypothesis is I think that that if I put the path connected to the source of energy and the load, it will turn the load on. I have to be careful because if I do something wrong, it will not work. My result were that I put everything together. It lit up. I switched the switch and the load light up when the wires, and everything came out okay. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Alana Castillo, and I did my project on circuits. And my question is, will the light bulb light up? My hypothesis is, I think my circuit will work because a iron nail is a good conductor. My results were my light bulb did not turn on. My hypothesis was incorrect. So, and my conclusion was no, my light bulb did not turn on because the iron nail is not a good conductor, and that's my project. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jenna Rodriguez, and my project is a closed circuit, and my hypothesis that I think that the light will turn on with only two sources of energy and one wire, because even if you have a wire connected to one end of the battery and the other end to a light bulb, it will still turn on either way. In conclusion, I learned that using just a piece of wire, some batteries, and your load can make light. Also, I observed that using more energy creates a brighter light.
Hello, my name is Samantha Martinez, and my project is about density. What my hypothesis is that I think that the dish soap is going to be the most dense. My conclusion was, it turned out to be that the syrup was the most dense, probably because of how thick it is and how much stuff it has in it. My hypothesis turned out to be incorrect. Syrup turned out to be the most dense. Just soap was in the middle of the syrup, and the vegetable oil was on top.
Hi, my name is Xavier Rodriguez, and my project is about what is the best result of mixing baking soda and vinegar. My hypothesis is I think when I mix vinegar and baking soda, the balloon will inflate. I think this is going to happen because vinegar and baking soda will produce air and blow up the balloon. My result is the results counted on how much vinegar was poured into the bottle. When the baking soda hit the vinegar, it sizzled and blew the balloon. My conclusion is the balloon inflated by itself. I was correct because I knew that vinegar and baking soda will form a gas and it will inflate the balloon. And that's it.
Hi, my name is Sebastian and now I'll be presenting my project. First of all, let's start off with the question. Which object will light go through the most? Well, my hypothesis was I think the glass cup will have the most light through it. Now my conclusion. My hypothesis was right. The light went completely through the glass cup. In other words, all the light passed through. Thank you for watching. Now see ya.